Welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia, a machine for pigs. When we last left off, I started both of the bilge pumps and can now begin my descent. Oh! That ladder has betrayed. Why is it all red? And when holding an object, you can right mouse click. Do I break the lights? Really? Oh. But then what was the point of me climbing down here? Is that a trap? I mean, well, if I... Oh, please. No! Game design, why? Don't talk while you're climbing ladders, kids. You'll fall. What was the point of down there? Is that a red herring? Why are there never blue herrings? Or purple herrings? Or the mystical tie-dyed herring? Oh. Man, that's loud. Can you even hear me over that? I'm going to pull the volume down a bit further while we're in this area. That should at least help somewhat. Wait, didn't I just come from here? I'm so brilliant, aren't I? Oh. Huh. I don't know what's up with this hole. It seems to be just an inexplicable hole. I guess that's where they throw stuff and it just falls down there to rot. I don't know, you got me. Okay, so you can't run through it. A little bit cheaply done there. It's an invisible wall. Like, running up to it is a literal... It just... Your progress halts. Ow. What am I supposed to do? Ah! It lowered the water level. Hopefully we can be done with this loud noise. I'm sure that can't be any more pleasant for y'all than it is me. Shush, loud noise of the apocalypse. Okay, there we go. That's at least quieter. Still slightly unpleasant, but quieter. Decontamination shower. So, I'm going to cut the volume back to where I had it. Is that any better? There. That's still a little loud. I think I had it actually. There we go. That's where, I think that's where we had it. Forgot where I had the limiter set. Potatoes! Inexplicable pile of something. I'm gonna call it prunes. Core system access. The children dancing. He obsessively scans the newspapers and periodicals for new inventions. They are the architecture to evaluate it. Oh, evaluate us all? Edwin and Enoch just play on and away. Should that be elevate us all, not evaluate? Typo. Either that or it's a word I just have not seen, which is possible. I have not seen all the words. The mouse pointer escaped again. Get back in there. It's one of those things you only notice if you have multiple monitors, when the mouse pointer inexplicably escapes and wanders to the other screen. March 15th, 1899. Curled into my bunk, all sick and sweat-ridden. They clean my room about me, but I can only hear the voice from within that gentlest of stones. It sings to me, and I dream of a great machine. We will build a new world from the ruins of the old. We will plant flowers in the rotten ribcage and let them grow to hold the sky from falling. I remember how it whispered to me as we rolled sick and heaving. And I remember when we pulled into Southampton and we both wept, for it was every bit as much a desecration as had been sung to me. And then we came to London, and I set it upon the mantelpiece, and went through the house and gathered the servants and set on recrafting them. And I went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls under the weeping bulges of the rhododendrons. He found an orb, I'm betting. Why is there not the shadow chasing him, though? This is a good question. Pipe. Well, that's most certainly. Stop. No unauthorized persons to enter this facility by orders of management. I am not authorized. I am unauthorized. Fear me. Then out of nowhere, 100 pigs fall.
I came to London, and you set me upon a mantelpiece, and then you went into the house and gathered the servants, and we set, you and I, on recrafting them, and then you went into the garden and buried those tiny shattered skulls alone.
He does the voicing way better than I do. Also, that appears to be the voice of the machine. I was right. The machine is alive. Maybe the orb is the core. We'll find out. This flimsy boardwalk is probably going to break. I mean, it doesn't look flimsy, but it's wooden and I hear it creaking. Maybe that's just what the designers want me to think. Yeah, I was right. Megaphone speakers everywhere. The machine is taller.
For your children, Magnus, to spare them the world you have created. For us all.
This is taking a rather confusing turn. And finally a lift that works. Don't break. Every time I ride in an elevator in Amnesia, it breaks. Holy mackerel. How did you build all this underground with nobody noticing in the middle of London? None of them. Well, people are notoriously not good at paying attention to things, so you could probably do it. Nobody knows. Wow. Also, wonderful singing. Wow. What does it do? What does the machine do? We need more elevators with good music like that.
Dear Christ, what is this place?
What does it do? Giant machine. the rod control room. Ah.
And they feel no pain. The process is completely humane.
Humane, Professor? That we judge the acceptable level of suffering by the human condition? Ask the beggar, Professor. Ask the orphan. Ask the whore. Ask the starving, Professor. The weak, the sick, the filthy. Ask them to define your humane.
Switches! Click, 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 click. Flip. Flip all the switches. Oh, I see. There's an order to it. I'm reactivating the very machine. Why, machine? Why do you screech at me? Dang! Oh, I thought I jumped off. Oh man, that made me jump. What if I'm just down here maintenancing the giant artificial intelligence machine because it can't fix itself, and I... Compound X, highly flammable, highly corrosive, highly toxic. But like, what if I'm the one that damaged it in the first place, and I just don't remember? So that's Compound X. I don't get that sound it's making. Then again, you know, better that than the Geiger counter clicking, because that would make even less sounds. You typically only hear that sound when there's a Geiger counter to click. I notice a lot of games have radioactive substances just ambiently click. They don't do that. They click when there's a Geiger counter clicking because it's reacting to the radioactive presence. What if the pigs were only trying to stop me from reactivating this? Gasp. I have not a clue what I just did. I'm gonna go this way. Whee! Journal entry. Finding the children. The flood is drained. I have prevailed. The saboteur is beaten. My heart pounds with excitement, even as my head spins and shudders in feverish anticipation. How this machine now throbs about me, sensing its rebirth is imminent. Oh, that is how. The final descent beckons me to enter, as Lily once lay on our wedding bed and summoned me into manhood. You okay then? That escalated quickly. And when they first said Daddy, my heart was molten, as if blood frozen upon the ground were held to the sun to thaw its love. And they were inseparable, always together, one soul in two bodies, and my love was all-consuming. I would die for you, I whispered to their sleeping faces. I would kill. I would set this world to ruin to protect you. I have fought through dark tunnels, great engines, the foulest of beasts. I have set my covenant and drained it, this flood, and I am come for you now, my darling boys. Final act of sabotage. The jerk has been here too. This is the epicenter of his meddlings. This is where it began, and this is where it will end. I will seek the source of this obstruction, and then I will render this sabotage impotent once and for all. There was one more journal I hadn't read yet. Ignition control. Now to find the ignition controls that start the machine once more. Elated, I stride forth upon these catwalks. I am coming, my darlings. I have almost saved you. Something about this just don't feel right. Should I go down this path? That path leads nowhere. Why does that path exist if it leads nowhere?
Quickly, quickly, the air is thin. Their little faces turn blue, Magnus. They suffocate, they suffocate.
Run, 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 run. Clearly there's something I've got to fix. Well, that path just leads me in a big circle. Eh. Ah, I see. There's a climbing thing. But we're past the 15-minute mark, so I will see you next time.